The sky over Earth turned dark without warning. People in every country stopped what they were doing and looked up. A giant shadow covered the sun, moving slowly like a silent monster. At first, humans thought it was an eclipse, but then they saw shapes inside the darkness. Massive alien ships, thousands of them, appeared above the clouds like ancient gods returning from a long sleep. Panic spread everywhere. Children cried, soldiers froze, and scientists screamed for answers. Humanity believed this was the end, but the aliens did not attack. Instead, one huge object, bigger than any human city, began slowly falling from the alien fleet. It looked broken, damaged, and half dead, as if it had already fought a terrible war. The object crashed into the ocean with a shockwave that shook the entire planet. Then, without a single word, without a single warning, the alien fleet turned away and left Earth behind. People waited for them to return, but the aliens vanished into the stars like ghosts. Earth was silent once again, but now that silence felt dangerous. For days, experts studied the giant object that fell into the ocean. Soon they discovered it was not just a ship, it was something far older and much more powerful. A megaship, ancient beyond imagination, built with materials humans had never seen before. The world reacted with fear, hope, and confusion. Humanity asked one question again and again. Why did the aliens drop this ship and leave us? A global team of scientists, engineers, soldiers, and explorers was formed. They called it Project Dawn, because they hoped this was the start of something new and not the start of humanity's destruction. When the team reached the ship, they felt something strange. The ship felt alive, like it was breathing underwater. Metal walls moved slightly. Glowing symbols appeared and disappeared, and strange vibrations spread across the ocean. It was as if the megaship was waiting for someone. Inside the ship, the atmosphere was cold and heavy. Lights flickered, and long corridors stretched like tunnels in a forgotten temple. The team moved carefully, scanning every corner, breathing slowly, trying not to break the deep silence. But then they found something shocking. On one of the walls, deep inside the ship, someone had carved symbols that looked human. They were not alien symbols. They were not random shapes. They were human DNA patterns. The team leader, Dr. Alina Ward, froze in fear and excitement. "How can this be?" she whispered, her voice shaking. Before anyone could answer, the ship suddenly started shaking. Lights flashed, alarms echoed, and the walls began to move as if the ship was waking up from a long sleep. The team tried to escape, but the doors sealed themselves with a loud metallic cry. The entire megaship started rising from the ocean, water exploding around it like a giant storm. The world watched in terror as the ship floated upward, glowing like a newborn star. Then a voice echoed through the ship, deep and powerful, speaking in perfect English. "You were not supposed to survive," the voice said. The team felt their hearts stop. "You were abandoned by the ones who feared what you could become," the voice continued. The walls around them lit up with images of stars, battles, and ancient civilizations. "But you have been chosen," the voice said, shaking the air. "The time has come for your true destiny." The megaship's core lit up with a blinding blue light. The team realized something life-changing, something terrifying, something impossible. The ship had chosen humanity, and everything was about to change. The megaship floated above the ocean like a giant waking beast. Humanity watched from every screen, every rooftop, every city square, unable to understand what was happening. The world had seen many strange things, but nothing like this. The abandoned alien ship was now alive, glowing, and responding to humans as if it knew them. Inside the ship, Dr. Alina Ward and her team stood frozen, surrounded by shifting metal and moving lights. The voice that spoke earlier returned, deep and calm. "You were abandoned, but you were not forgotten," the voice said. "You have strength inside you that the old ones feared." The ship's walls opened slowly, revealing a massive chamber filled with floating crystals and strange machinery. Dr. Ward stepped forward, her heart pounding. "What do you want from us?" she asked. The voice answered without hesitation. "I want to rebuild what was lost." The crystals lit up, releasing soft blue energy that filled the room. The team felt warmth in their bodies, as if the ship was reading their thoughts. Engineers outside the ship reported impossible readings. The megaship was drawing energy from Earth's atmosphere, from the ocean, even from human emotions. Every fear, every hope, every heartbeat was feeding the ship's awakening. The world's power grid flickered and collapsed into darkness. Cities lost light, satellites went silent, and communication dropped everywhere. People panicked, thinking the ship was attacking. But the ship was not attacking, it was repairing. Inside the chamber, machinery moved on its own, transforming broken parts into smooth, perfect structures. The megaship was rebuilding itself using unknown technology mixed with human energy. "You are connected to this vessel," the voice told Dr. Ward. "Your species carries memories older than your world." The team stared at each other, unable to speak. It was impossible, but the ship was telling the truth. As the ship repaired itself, it began to create new sections that did not exist before. New rooms, glowing corridors, and strange engine-like structures formed around the team. The megaship was turning into something part human, part alien, and part something else. Project Dawn scientists outside sent drones to observe. The drones recorded incredible scenes, alien metal growing like living tissue, gigantic wings unfolding from the ship's sides, a new core forming under the hull, pulsing like a giant heart. Earth had never seen a technology like this. The world leaders argued in panic. Some wanted to destroy the ship. Some wanted to control it. Some believed it was a gift. And some believed it was a trap. But before they could decide anything, the ship chose. A soft beam of blue light shot from the megaship and landed on Dr. Alina Ward. Her team shouted in fear, but the light did not harm her. Instead, it wrapped around her gently, scanning her mind, her memories, her entire life. When the light faded, the voice spoke again. "You will lead." Dr. Ward stepped back in shock. "Why me?" she whispered. "Because you seek knowledge, not power," the ship replied. "And this vessel must be guided by someone who chooses discovery over fear." Suddenly, the floor vibrated. The ship was rising higher into the sky, leaving the ocean behind. Global cameras caught the moment as the megaship broke through the clouds and hovered above Earth like a new moon. Millions of people fell silent across the world, watching the impossible unfold. Inside the ship, screens lit up showing distant galaxies, star systems, and unknown symbols. "We must prepare," the voice said. "For those who abandoned, you will return." A cold silence filled the room. The team felt fear tightening their chests. The aliens who dropped the ship had not left forever. They were coming back, and humanity now had something they wanted, something they feared, something they would try to destroy before it awakened completely. The megaship pulsed once more, brighter than before. The true transformation had only just begun. The megaship floated above Earth like a second sun, glowing with blue and silver light. People from around the world watched with fear and wonder, unsure if this was the birth of hope or the beginning of destruction. Inside the ship, Dr. Alina Ward stood in the central chamber as new structures formed around her. The walls shifted and expanded, revealing a massive sphere filled with floating lights. This was the heart of the megaship, the core of memory. The voice of the ship returned, deeper and far more alive than before. "The awakening continues," it said calmly. Dr. Ward felt the air vibrate around her, as if the ship was breathing with her heartbeat. Her team followed her, nervous but unable to look away from the beauty and terror of the living machine around them. Energy flowed through the core, creating images in the air like holograms. Ancient battles, giant alien creatures, and destroyed planets appeared one after another. Dr. Ward watched in shock. "These are memories," she whispered. "Yes," the ship replied. "The memories of my creators." The images changed again, now showing alien cities filled with advanced technology. Millions of beings lived together in harmony, until something dark appeared in the sky. A black shape, enormous and hungry, surrounded by shadows. The team stared in fear as the darkness spread across star systems, devouring planets like a cosmic predator. "This enemy destroyed my makers," the ship said, "and it will return." Dr. Ward felt cold fear spread through her chest. "But why show us this?" she asked. "Because you must be ready," the ship answered. The walls in the chamber opened, revealing new corridors pulsing with blue energy. The megaship was growing faster, expanding its structure into something far beyond human understanding. New engines formed beneath the ship's hull, huge reactors that hummed like beating hearts. Scientists outside monitored the power levels and were stunned. The megaship's energy output was rising beyond anything known to humanity. It now had more power than every nuclear reactor on Earth combined. The world governments realized a terrifying truth. If this ship chose to attack, nothing could stop it. But inside, the ship had no intention to harm humans. Instead, it connected to Dr. Ward again, showing her images of stars and distant galaxies. "You were never meant to stay only on Earth," the ship said. "Your future is out there." Before Dr. Ward could respond, alarms echoed across the ship. Red lights flashed along the corridors, vibrating with a strange rhythm. The team panicked, thinking the ship was malfunctioning. But the voice spoke again, louder this time. "They have found us." The screens around the chamber lit up, showing dozens of alien ships far away in the darkness of space. They were approaching Earth with incredible speed. The same aliens who abandoned humanity were returning, and this time they were armed for war. Dr. Ward's team watched as the alien fleet grew larger on the screen. Ships covered in black armor, engines burning like red stars, weapons ready to fire. Fear spread across the chamber, but the ship remained calm. "It is time," the voice said. "The megaship must rise." The engines activated, shaking the entire structure. Energy beams shot down from the ship into the ocean, stabilizing it as it tilted toward space. The megaship began to lift higher, breaking through clouds, absorbing light, and releasing waves of energy across the sky. Millions of humans watched in silence as the ship ascended. The world felt small, and humanity felt fragile. But Dr. Ward felt something else inside the rising storm. A strange spark of courage, a strange sense of destiny. The megaship locked onto the incoming alien fleet. Earth was no longer helpless, and the greatest battle in human history was about to begin. The alien fleet moved through space like a storm made of metal and fire. Thousands of red signals blinked on the megaship's screens as the enemy closed in. Inside the control chamber, Dr. Alina Ward watched the incoming threat with cold fear in her chest. Her team stood beside her, silent, knowing that everything they did next would decide the fate of humanity. The ship's voice echoed across the chamber, calm and steady. "The ones who abandoned you have returned," the voice said. "They come to destroy what they fear." The team exchanged fearful looks. The aliens had left Earth long ago, dropping the damaged megaship like a warning. But now they were coming back in full force. Outside, Earth's skies exploded with auroras as the megaship's shields activated. Giant waves of blue light wrapped around the vessel, forming a shining protective shell. People around the world watched in shock as the sky turned bright blue, green, and purple. It was beautiful, but it was also the sign of war. Inside, the floor shook gently as the engines roared to full power. "We must leave Earth's atmosphere," the ship announced. "It is not safe for your world." With a deep hum, the megaship rose higher, breaking through the last layer of air and entering space like a rising god. Below, Earth grew smaller, glowing gently under the megaship's shadow. Dr. Ward felt a heavy pain in her heart, knowing they might never return. The control screens flashed bright red again. The alien fleet was now close enough to see clearly. Dozens of huge warships, shaped like black blades and burning with red light, approached in a deadly formation. The ship zoomed in on one of the alien vessels, revealing strange markings on its hull. "These symbols," Dr. Ward whispered, "they match the ones inside this ship." "Yes," the Megaship replied. "They are the children of the destroyers." Her team gasped at the revelation. The aliens who had abandoned Earth were not protectors. They were descendants of the ancient enemy that had destroyed the ship's original creators. Somehow, they had grown powerful again, and now they feared what humanity could become. The alien fleet sent a transmission, a cold mechanical sound that filled the chamber. The message was simple, brutal, and full of hate. "Surrender your vessel, or be erased." The room fell silent. Dr. Ward stepped forward, breathing slowly, her voice shaking but firm. "We do not surrender," she said. "This ship belongs to humanity now." The Megaship responded instantly. "Your choice is accepted." The alien fleet prepared to fire. Weapons glowed red, charging with deadly energy. Dr. Ward braced herself, expecting the Megaship to counterattack. But instead, something unexpected happened. The Megaship dimmed its lights, fell silent for a moment, then released a wave of energy across space that froze every alien weapon. The enemy ships stopped moving, stunned by the shockwave. "What was that?" one of Dr. Ward's team members asked, shaking. "A warning," the Megaship answered, "but they will not stop." The alien ships broke free from the wave and launched themselves forward at terrifying speed. Thousands of smaller fighters emerged from their hulls, swarming like angry insects. The Megaship shifted into battle mode, armor plates sliding across its body like living scales. Blue energy wings unfolded from its sides, glowing brighter than starlight. "Prepare," the voice said. "The first battle for your destiny begins now." The alien fleet fired a massive energy blast aimed directly at the Megaship. The beam tore through space like a burning spear. Dr. Ward held her breath as the Megaship raised its shields. The entire vessel shook under the impact, metal groaning like a wounded giant. But the shields held, glowing brighter with every strike. Then the Megaship spoke again, its voice deeper, stronger, almost alive. "It is time to answer." The front of the Megaship opened, revealing a massive weapon humans had never seen before. A glowing cannon that hummed like a star being born. Dr. Ward whispered, What is that?" The Megaship replied with one chilling sentence. "The beginning of your rise." The Megaship's front cannon charged with a deep vibrating sound, like a star awakening inside metal walls. Dr. Alina Ward felt the entire chamber tremble as blue light gathered at the weapon's center. Outside, the alien fleet moved in perfect formation, preparing to fire again, confident that humans were still weak. They had no idea what the Megaship was capable of. The cannon fired. A single beam of pure light shot forward, silent and fast, slicing through space like a razor made of energy. It hit the nearest alien battleship, cutting straight through its armored hull. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the battleship exploded into a billion burning fragments, turning into a small artificial star in the darkness. Dr. Ward and her team stared in shock, unable to speak. The Megaship spoke calmly, as if nothing unusual had happened. "This is only a fraction of my strength." The alien fleet panicked, their formation breaking as chaos spread through their ranks. Dozens of their ships pulled back, but many more advanced, desperate to stop the Megaship before it gained more power. The aliens sent another message, this time filled with fear instead of anger. "Human vessel, power down and surrender your core." Dr. Ward stepped closer to the control panel, her eyes cold and steady. "This ship belongs to Earth," she said softly. "We surrender nothing." The alien ships launched their fighters, thousands of small red crafts racing toward the Megaship like swarms of burning insects. Inside the ship, alarms echoed as red dots covered every screen. Enemy interceptors approaching. The megaship warned. Panels around the chamber opened, revealing new systems and controls that had not existed minutes before. The ship was evolving in real time, adapting to war with terrifying speed. Blue drones launched from hidden bays under the ship's wings. They shot forward with incredible precision, weaving through the swarming alien fighters. Explosions lit up the darkness like fireworks. Every hit reminded Dr. Ward that this was not just a battle. It was a test humanity had never faced before. Then something unexpected happened. One of the alien ships broke formation and moved close to the megaship. It opened its hangar, sending a bright pulse of white light across the battlefield. The megaship paused, recognizing the signal. Dr. Ward felt her heart stop as she saw the symbol glowing on the alien ship's hull. A spiral symbol, the same one carved into the walls inside the megaship. "Why do they have our symbols?" she whispered. The megaship answered slowly. "Because they were once like you." The team froze, overwhelmed by the revelation. The aliens attacking them were not strangers. They were distant descendants of the ship's creators, twisted by fear, driven by the belief that humanity was a threat. Before Dr. Ward could ask more, the alien ship fired a massive beam toward the megaship's core. The shields barely held, shaking violently under the impact. Dr. Ward was thrown to the floor as the chamber lights flickered. "Shields at 60%, the ship announced. "They are targeting the heart of the vessel." More alien ships followed, their weapons glowing with the same deadly energy. The megaship retaliated, firing multiple beams that tore through the enemy ranks. But the aliens were relentless, willing to sacrifice entire ships to destroy the megaship's core. The battle grew darker, louder, more desperate. Then another shockwave hit the megaship. But this shockwave did not come from the enemy. It came from deep space. All ships, human and alien, froze for a moment, their scanners overwhelmed by a massive, unknown signal. The megaship spoke in a voice that sounded almost afraid. "They have awakened." Dr. Ward slowly stood, her hands trembling. "Who?" she asked, her voice breaking. The ship showed a new image in the air. A gigantic silhouette, larger than moons, rising from a dark region of space, surrounded by shadows that swallowed light. "The ancient destroyers," the megaship said. "They're coming." The battle with the aliens was no longer the only threat. A far greater enemy had returned, and humanity was standing in the middle of two apocalyptic forces. The battlefield went silent as the massive signal echoed across space. Even the alien ships stopped firing, frozen in fear as their scanners struggled to identify the colossal shape rising from the darkness. Inside the megaship, Dr. Alina Ward stared at the giant silhouette displayed on the screens. It was bigger than planets, darker than space itself, and older than anything humanity had ever imagined. The megaship's voice shook for the first time. "The destroyers have awakened." Dr. Ward felt a cold wave wash through her body. "What are they?" she whispered, though she already sensed the answer would change everything. The ship responded in a low, heavy tone. "They are the ones who ended my creators." The image expanded, showing a creature made of shifting shadows and glowing red cracks. Its body looked like melted stone and living nightmare mixed together. Even the alien fleet began pulling back, abandoning their attack on the megaship. They fled like terrified insects before a coming storm. But the destroyer did not care about them. It focused on the megaship. It focused on humanity. It focused on the future. The ship's alarm roared through every corridor. "Prepare for emergency combat," the megaship announced. "Threat level, extinction." Dr. Ward grabbed onto the control rail as the ship accelerated, climbing to a higher orbit for a better position. The destroyer moved slowly, yet every movement felt like a mountain shifting. Its voice echoed across space like 1,000 screams wrapped together, a sound that broke the mind and chilled the soul. Some of Dr. Ward's team fell to their knees, covering their ears, even though they wore sound protection. The megaship raised its shields to maximum power. A bright blue dome surrounding the entire vessel. Chunks of space debris vaporized instantly as the destroyer's aura touched them. "It's killing space itself," one scientist whispered, trembling. The alien fleet far away tried firing at the creature. Their beams disappeared into the darkness like drops of water falling into a black hole. Then the destroyer turned toward them. A single red pulse shot from its chest. Dozens of alien ships exploded without making a sound. Dr. Ward watched in horror. "We cannot face that," someone whispered behind her. "We will die." But the megaship spoke firmly. "No," it said. "You will adapt." Panels opened around the chamber, revealing new systems forming in real time. Blue veins of energy crawled across the megaship's walls like living circuits. "It is unlocking hidden protocols," Dr. Ward realized. The ship showed a hologram of its original creators. Tall beings made of light and metal, fighting the destroyers with weapons humanity had never seen. But the creators lost. Their civilization burned. Their technology scattered. And only this megaship survived. Dr. Ward stepped forward. "Why did they leave this ship on Earth?" she asked. The ship answered with a deep echo. "Because humanity carries the same spark the creators had. The destroyers always fear the spark." Suddenly, the destroyer fired a massive red beam toward the megaship. The impact shook the entire ship. Sparks flew, metal cracked, and alarms screamed. "Shields at 40%, the megaship announced. Structural damage detected." Dr. Ward held onto the control rail, her eyes burning with determination. "We have to fight back," she said. "We can't run." The megaship responded immediately. "Agreed." A new chamber opened beneath the core, filled with a swirling sphere of blue and white energy. A power source that looked alive. "What is that?" Dr. Ward asked, breathless. The ship answered. "The heart of creation. A weapon only a human can activate." Her team exchanged shocked glances. Dr. Ward stepped closer, feeling the energy pulling her in. Warm, powerful, ancient. The megaship spoke one final warning. "If you activate this power, there's no turning back. You will become part of the ship." A massive shadow fell across the chamber as the destroyer approached, its red eyes glowing with hunger. Dr. Ward placed her hand on the heart of creation, and the entire megaship exploded with blue light. The final battle was about to begin. Blue light exploded through every corridor of the megaship. Dr. Alina Ward felt energy rush in her body like a rising storm as the heart of creation awakened. The walls glowed with living light. The floors vibrated like a heartbeat. The entire ship felt alive and connected to her. Her team stared in awe, unable to understand what she was becoming. "Alina," one whispered softly, "are you still human?" But Alina did not answer. She felt the megaship's thoughts mixing with her own. Voices of ancient creators whispering through her mind. Memories of battles older than galaxies flashing before her eyes. The megaship spoke gently. "You are now the center. You are the voice of humanity." Outside, the destroyer moved closer, its massive shadow covering stars, its red cracks glowing brighter as it fed on darkness. The creature opened its maw, releasing a scream that shattered debris and bent space around it. The megaship shook under the pressure. Panels broke, lights flickered, and alarms roared in terror. Shields failing, the ship warned. Critical damage incoming. Alina stepped into the center of the core chamber, her body covered in blue light, her eyes glowing like burning stars. She raised her hand slowly, and the megaship responded instantly, forming a massive energy wing behind her, a symbol of both human strength and ancient power. The destroyer fired a massive red beam straight at the megaship. This time Alina did not dodge. She lifted her glowing hand and met the beam head-on. The impact shook space. Shockwaves spread across the battlefield. Alien ships in the distance were pushed away like dust in a storm. Alina cried out, but she did not fall. The beam bent around her hand, splitting into streams of harmless light. Her team watched in disbelief. She had become something more, something beyond human, something the destroyers feared. The megaship spoke again. Your spark has awakened. You can end the cycle. Alina felt the heart of creation pulling energy from her memories, her hopes, her fears, her love for humanity. Then the destroyer released a roar so massive it shook the megaship to its core. It lunged forward, arms made of shadows stretching across the battlefield, eyes burning with rage. Alina raised both hands toward it, and the megaship expanded its wings of blue light. Now, she whispered, humanity rises. A giant beam of white-blue energy burst from the megaship. Not a weapon, not light, but creation itself. The beam struck the destroyer in the chest, cutting through its shadow flesh, breaking its ancient armor, exposing the red heart of darkness inside it. The creature screamed, a sound that shook star systems. But Alina pushed harder, her entire body glowing like a star ready to explode. The destroyer's body cracked, shadows melting into nothing, red veins breaking apart like glass under pressure. Finally, the monster tore apart, exploding in a storm of red and black light. The shockwave rushed across the battlefield, but Alina held the megaship firm. When the light faded, silence filled space. The destroyer was gone. Humanity had survived. The alien fleet, once enemies, lowered their weapons. They bowed their ships in respect. For the first time in thousands of years, they saw something stronger than fear. They saw hope. Inside the megaship, Alina fell to her knees, her body weak, her energy fading. The ship spoke softly. You saved them. Her team ran to her, lifting her carefully, tears in their eyes, relief in their hearts. Alina smiled weakly. Humanity, she whispered, was never weak. The megaship drifted above Earth like a guardian once again, its wings folded gently, its lights soft and calm. Earth shined below, a small world, but now part of something far greater. The galaxy would never forget what happened that day. The day humanity rose from abandonment. The day they faced darkness. The day they embraced destiny. A new era had begun, and humanity was finally ready to take its place among the stars.